Dear students, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Plant Physiology course. In this video, we are going to discuss imbibation. So far, we have discussed diffusion, osmosis and water potential. And now imbibation, because this process is related to plant material as far as the absorption of water is concerned. Imbibation is a special type of diffusion. So imbibation is also a diffusion and a special one, just like osmosis. However, in osmosis a membrane is involved, and in imbibation an adsorbent is involved. And the process of imbibation is just like diffusion or osmosis as far as the water potential gradient is concerned, because in imbibation also water moves from a higher water potential to a lower water potential. So there is a movement of water molecules or the solvent molecules along a concentration gradient or along a water potential gradient or along a chemical potential gradient. We have encountered a new term, and that is adsorption. So first let's sort this out. What is adsorption? Adsorption is basically a tendency of molecules or ions. What kind of tendency? To adhere to surfaces of certain solids or liquids. So this adhesion or adhering of molecules to solids or liquids, and adhesion of, again they may also be molecules or ions, to the surface of solids or liquids, this is known as adsorption. So this is definition of the adsorption. And imbibation is an adsorption phenomena in which an adsorbent is involved. Let's take an example to clarify the concept, and that is a piece of wood. Now a dry wood is a very good adsorbent. When a piece of dry wood is placed in water, dry wood, now what we do, that we place it in a water, and what happens that this piece of wood, it adsorbs water or it imbibes water, and as a result, so what it does, that it imbibes water or adsorbs water. So due to this adsorption or imbibation, what happens, that it swells up. And this is a very common phenomena, and most of us have encountered this. In fact, it is mostly encountered in prolonged rainy seasons. And what we observe, that we have sticking doors and windows, wooden, especially wooden doors and windows. This is what we observe, that the doors and windows, they sometimes get stuck when we try to close them or then try to open them. This is because dry wood is a very good adsorbent, and it adsorbs moisture which is present in the atmosphere, and due to this adsorption, what happens, that the wood swells up to some extent, which fills the gap between the two parts, the two panes of the window, and we have trouble opening or closing them. So this is an adsorption, or this is an observation of adsorption phenomena in our daily life. And plant material, especially the seeds, they are made up of certain materials which are very good adsorbents, and they help the seeds imbibe water, as a result of which the seeds swell up. And this is another example of adsorption which we observe in our daily life in kitchens. So our ladies in our houses, they observe it when certain seeds which are cooked, like those of gram or beans, so they are usually soaked in water for certain length of time, and when they are placed in water they swell up, and this is due to imbibation. This short video was an introduction to imbibation. More about imbibation and conditions necessary for imbibation and factors affecting imbibation, and more examples of imbibation, and especially the difference between adsorption and absorption. All that will be discussed in the next video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.